Welcome into Red Empress Tarot. I'm Patty, and I am here with a pick a card reading for you this week for the Twin Flame Collective who is in separation and or challenge. This particular reading is what do they wish that you knew? We all have things kind of hidden in our heart space, and when we're not in communication, there are things that kind of build up, and we really oftentimes wish our counterpart knew things before we're able to really fully communicate with them. So that's what this is about today. There are three choices here for you. Number one is the Light Seers Tarot with this Coppernite stone. It's beautiful. It's got a gorgeous luminous rainbow cast. The second one is the Modern Witch Tarot with this beautiful Amazonite stone. It reminds me of the ocean. I just love this. And then the third one is the Witch's Tarot with this gorgeous amethyst cluster. Amethyst is one of my very favorite crystals. So you can choose by number, by deck, or by stone, whatever works for you, or crystal. There's no right or wrong way. So go ahead, take a minute, tap into your intuition, make sure that you are only internalizing messages that fit your story. Okay. When you choose your deck, just make sure that you're feeling it. Okay. And if you're having a problem deciding, just close your eyes a second, center yourself. And when you open your eyes again, just take the one that jumps out at you first. Don't overthink it. When you overthink it, you end up going askew, okay? So just go with your instincts. So part of this journey is learning to trust your instincts. And that's just another word for your intuition, okay? Trust your gut. Before we go here and get going in the reading, I would really appreciate it if you would just take that moment and hit the subscribe and then the all. You'll be the first person to get the videos as they come out. You'll get all the notifications. And please hit that thumbs up. When you do that, that gets YouTube to circulate the video more, and it gets out to the people that are supposed to have these messages. It's a brand new channel that I'm growing, and I really want to help people. And for me to help people, I need your support in getting it out there. And I really appreciate that so much. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the reading. I'm going to start with number one. I'm just going to put these out of the side. We're not going to have any delays. I'm going to go right into it. I usually do a little video intro, but this week I'm running short on time, and rather than miss the video, I thought we'd just skip the little personal intro and still get the reading in. I just feel that's really important. Okay, so number one, the Light Seers Tarot with this Coppernite stone. What do they wish that you knew? That's what we're asking, Spirit. I've already used some Palo Santo on the space to clear out the energy, make sure we only have positive energy in the space. We've done the cards and the crystals, and myself a little bit for you, and we're ready to go. Okay, so tapping into Spirit, I've lit a candle to help with that. I like to do that. I've already grounded and protected. I do that before every reading. Spirits, guides, angels, ancestors, protectors, thank you for being here with me today and always. I'm so grateful. Please help me read for this Twin Flame Collective. We're not ready to pull yet. Two of Cups, though. That's interesting. Please help me be a clear and accurate channel for messages only for the highest good of all parties involved. Okay, so we're asking Spirit, what does your counterpart wish that you knew? This is for the watcher at the time that you watch the video. It doesn't matter if it's the day that it's recorded, 6 months or 2 years down the line, the message is still for you at the time you find it. Okay, what does your counterpart wish that you knew right now in your twin flame connection? Excuse me. What does your counterpart wish that you knew for number 1, Light Seers Tarot with a Coppernite? What does your counterpart wish that you knew? I love this Light Seers Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks. What does your counterpart wish that you knew? 2 of Cups again. That one was meant to come out. Okay, and we'll get into what they mean as soon as everything is out. Some of you already know. The Hanged Man. Let's see. Oh, also at the end of the videos now, I'm pulling some individual messages. They're really one-on-one or for very small group. I really feel like it's important to start connecting with people on a more individual basis. And I know we can do paid readings. I do paid readings. If you want a personal reading that is absolutely just for you, you can follow in the description to my website. It's redempresstarot.com and grab a reading there. But I really feel like I want to be doing some here. Just a little more personal work. 9 of Cups. I feel like there's maybe 2 more here. Let's see. What does your counterpart wish that you knew right now? What would be really valuable for you? I want something that is really going to help you right now. What does the Watcher need to know? What does their counterpart wish that they knew? The Lovers. Wow, this is a good one. And one more. Let's round it out. One more card, please. What does your counterpart wish that you knew right now? In your connection, about your connection, about them, about the situation. It would be so helpful. 4 of Swords in reverse. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. Bottom of the deck energy is Justice. But I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. I want to figure out what's the perfect thing to clarify. What's calling? I think the dilemma is calling me right now. Let's do that. So clarify for me, Spirit. Let me make sure I have the deck correctly. Clarify, Spirit, the 2 of Cups. Why is the 2 of Cups here that you were so insistent that we see? It's just like sometimes one is important. The 7 of Cups. And one more clarifier. Why is the 2 of Cups here clarified by the 7 of Cups? The Wheel. Okay. And then why is the Hanged Man here? Spirit, why is the Hanged Man here? Why do we have the Hanged Man? The Queen of Wands. And one more clarifier. One more clarifier. Well, and we're going to get 2. 4 of Wands. A Knight of Wands. That's all about the Wands. Okay. And then 9 of Cups. Why is the 9 of Cups here? Oops. Okay. We've got the 5 of Swords. Page of Swords, and the 9 of Wands. More Wands energy. Gosh, that's a lot of... A Page of Wands. I'm sorry, what did I say? Page of Swords. It's Page of Wands. So much passion. So much Wands energy. Okay, clarify the Lovers. Why is the Lovers here? 4 of Pentacles. Why is the Lovers here? Why is the Lovers here? Why is the Lovers here? The Chariot and the Magician. Okay, why is the 4 of Swords reversed here? Coming out of this period of respite. Tell me about that, please. And the connection of the Watcher, the Knight of Pentacles, of course. And then clarify again the Four of Swords. Clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. Why is that here? Two of Pentacles. Okay. Bottom of the deck on this one is the Knight of Cups. Okay, let's have a look at what we have here. What's going on? What does your counterpart wish you knew right now that they feel like you don't? So the Two of Cups is all about choice in love. And it's about also your perfect match, okay? This is a really twin flamey card. My twin flame card is the Six of Cups. However, a lot of people recognize this as a twin flame card. And it's got that real energy. This particular in the Light Series Tarot really has that energy because you have the two hands meshing perfectly together. And then these two cups of love down here with the rainbow of emotions coming out of both and then blending together. So your counterpart wants you to know that this is how they feel about your connection. Your counterpart knows you have a divine connection. Oh, excuse my Band-Aid there too. I hammered my hand. I'm a jewelry designer, and I was using an unfamiliar dapping block the other day and totally hammered my hand. It's really ugly. So your counterpart wants you to know, and this could be the divine masculine or the divine feminine. Whoever your counterpart is who we're reading for. This is not specific to gender masculine, feminine. It's counterpart, okay? They want you to know that they understand fully that this is a divine connection and this is how they feel about you. This kind of joining of two physical bodies, souls, minds, emotions, the whole deal. They understand divine connection and they know it's you. And then clarifying that, they've got the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups here is all about making choices and understanding that some of the choices that they've made have been really, really negative. You have different cups here, and the cups you would hope would all be full of love, right? When you see a cup, you want it to be a cup of love. But they've made choices that brought them to a snake, that brought them to something painful, pinchy, that looks like a lobster coming out of her or something like that. There's just different things coming out. And then there's happy things. There's things that look more magical. And they understand that in the past, they've been faced with choices and they couldn't see into the cups. They didn't know what was going to be there. And they didn't always choose right. They chose some things that really taught them some painful lessons. If you grab this cup with a snake in it, you're probably going to get bit. And that probably happened to your counterpart. You grab this one with the lobster coming out, you're probably going to get your nose crunched, right? Some painful things happened to your counterpart because of the choices they made. And they're sitting here looking at all of their past choices. And I don't get future energy with this. I really get past energy. Like, this is kind of what my life has been like in the recent past. Right? I was faced with all these choices. I didn't know which way to go, and I made some that were wrong. And it looks like they made some that were right. It looks like they chose you at some point, and it was a really good choice. But then they were surrounded by all of these other choices. And curiosity is a human nature. I feel like in this collective, your counterpart, if this is resonating with you, wasn't at the maturity level to understand that when they grabbed your cup of love, that nothing was going to be as beautiful. They, with the wheel here, it was divinely guided. The wheel turning is all about life changing. It's about new cycles happening. So, they chose your cup at one point, and it was divinely guided that the wheel turn and they make another choice. And it doesn't sound great, right? Nobody wants that. You don't want to feel like you're losing your counterpart, but that's not what this is about. That's not what happened here. What happened here was the divine stepped in and said, look, you know, your counterpart was not in a mature energy when they met you. They weren't in the place to be divine yet, right? We're all divine creatures, but we're not always embodying the divine. We have to learn some lessons, right? And so your person was kind of this young girl, you know, regardless of gender, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what sex you are. But this kind of young, confused, it looks like a girl. It could be a boy, honestly, just because they have long hair doesn't mean anything. You can't see the face or the body much, but it was an immature energy when they were faced with these choices, and they weren't ready yet to be a strong leader. And, you know, if you're going to be a divine masculine or a divine feminine in union, you're going to have mission work to do. You have things to do in the world to raise the vibration of the planet. It's not just about union. Union is your lovely fringe benefit. Union is your reward from the universe for learning the lessons that you need to learn, for becoming the most beautiful version of a divine masculine or divine feminine that you can be. But when your counterpart met you, they weren't ready. And in turn, we do mirror each other, right? Divine feminine, divine masculine, we mirror each other. That means that you were also not ready. Even if you weren't the one that made a different choice, even if you weren't the one that walked away. And I don't know which you are, watcher, right now who chose pile 1. But neither of you were ready. The divine had to step in and say, okay, you need to learn some more lessons. Time to give you some more choices. Let's put some more choices out there. Let's tempt you into a different direction, because we know that you need to learn some things. And if you stay with your divine counterpart unhealed and in this immature energy, you're never going to get where you need to go. Okay. And in the middle of this wheel, there's the snake that's eating its own tail, right? And that is a symbol of rebirth. It's a death and rebirth. The snake eats its own tail, but then it's a snake again, right? It's a never-ending cycle. There was an ending here because there needed to be a new beginning in a lesson, a karmic cycle, to learn some lessons, okay? So it was divinely guided that you were separated. I mean, nobody wants to be separated. Separation sucks, but it's also an absolutely important part of the journey. You can't have a solid union until you learn and grow, okay? I actually know people. I have a friend that is a twin flame, and she's actually in, I call it a pseudo union with her divine masculine. They're together sometimes, but it's not a good union. He's got some real issues. He's got some PTSD that he's working through, and he's got, you know, and he's a good guy, but, and, you know, she's got her issues to work through on their side. So even though they're in like the same city and they see each other, they're technically still in separation because they can't get on the same page. They love each other, but there's a lot of drama, constant drama, a lot of tears, a lot of sadness, because neither one of them is healed enough or advanced enough to really be in a cohesive union. So those of you out there who are in separation or no contact and are so sad because you're not talking to your person, I know how hard that is. You know, that's my situation. I'm in a no contact situation right now. And it's really tough, but the grass isn't greener. That's the thing. If your divine masculine is in the same city with you, say you're far away from each other, right? And you're so sad because you can't see each other. But if you're not healed and you haven't done your work yet, you're not ready to be together in in a cohesive, happy union as whole, healed, divine masculine, divine feminine, it's still not going to work. So you're just actually going to cause each other a lot more pain. So separation isn't the big evil that we think it is, because sometimes being together is just as hard or harder because you're constantly hurting each other in the 3D, in person. It's just really, it's a challenging journey no matter if you're close together in talking or not. So that's just an important point to make, because not everybody really understands that. So, you know, your counterpart wants you to know they understand the divine union and they love you, and they do feel like you're their perfect match. They did make another choice, and the choice was divinely guided. They were supposed to. They had things to learn. They were put into the Hanged Man energy to gain some new perspective on themselves, on their path, on their journey, okay? I mean, the Hanged Man, or woman in this case, right? Don't have to be so sexist. The hanged person puts themselves up there to gain some enlightenment. It's like a respite. It's a break from all of the madness around them, right? And clarifying the Hanged Man, you've got the Knight of Wands, we've got the Four of Wands, and we've got the Queen of Wands. So let's look at this. Just to start, let's look at the Knight and the Queen. Are they on the same level? She's got a sunflower in her hand. I love that. Personal thing. Threw me off. Okay. The Queen of Wands is a queen. She's mastered some of the things on her journey. She's done some healing work. She's done some personal work. She's dealt with her demons, at least on some level, and has come up to kind of a place of maturity in the connection. Whereas the Knight of Wands, and I'm going to say this is divine feminine, the Queen of Wands, and divine masculine is the Knight of Wands, regardless of which sex you are. The Knight of Wands is the player of the deck. He is not a faithful companion. He charges in all lusty and then charges out somewhere else all lusty, and that's just kind of his role. So this new perspective is to understand this dynamic that was happening in your connection, right? You've got your Queen of Wands here who's more advanced, and you've got your Knight of Wands, which is a way to go. You know, he needs to get to a king status or an emperor status before he can match her. And she really needs to get really to an empress status or a high priestess status where she's mastered a bit more. And, you know, she's not only just mastered her passions, but her emotions and her thoughts and all of the pieces. So, but this is not a match yet. They're the same suit. They're counterparts, but one is not quite as advanced in the journey as the other. There needed to be some time out to figure this out. And then we've got the Four of Wands, which is all about celebration of union. It's like, it's just saying here, look, your counterpart is telling you, look, I needed some time to learn. If I want to celebrate union with you, I need to match you. And this is not a match yet. It's close, but it's no cigar yet. You're not there yet. Your counterpart wants you to know that your time apart is productive. It's to get you to be a match, to get you to where you can celebrate. What else do they want you to know? Let's see what we've got here. We've got the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is all about, It can be about different things. Let's think about it. Sometimes it's about overindulgence. It's about like dipping into too many cups of love, right? So, 9 cups out there and I want to taste every single one of them. It can be overindulgence, okay? It can also be, and I think that this is significant, it can also be about getting to the place where the love that you have inside you is filling the cups. So it's like self-love is filling your cups instead of having the cups filled externally. And your counterpart needs you to know that they needed to change their energy from having all of these external cups and going, okay, I'm going to taste this person's cup and I'm going to take this person's cup and I'm going to see which one's the best cup out of all of them. They needed to get a new perspective in this hanged man energy so they could understand that they need to be filling their own cups. That's what that's about. So let's look at the clarifiers. We've got the 9 of Wands. They needed to put up some walls. And boundaries is another way to say it, but it's like they needed to put up a wall between themselves and the world for a while so they could get this perspective in that hanged man energy. They needed to block everyone out, not just you, divine counterpart, but they needed to block out their other options that were, confusing them. They needed time away from everybody to figure their shit out. And then we've got the Page of Wands. It's like, hey, super immature energy. Like, I'm not grown up in my passion yet. I need to grow into my passion. I need to grow up from the Page to the Knight, to the King, to the Emperor, right? I need to learn to control my passions. I'm getting also with the Page, the Page is a child. The Page is a young energy. And I'm getting here that there's some kind of childhood wounding. Could be past life wounding, but I really get like hold on, I'm sorry. I'm getting there was abuse in your counterpart's past that deeply affected how they view themselves and how they view sex and how they view intimacy. Something happened to your counterpart, either something that they saw or something that they experienced that really affected them in a deep way. And it caused some serious childhood wounds. And that affects the choices they make today. And they want you to know that they're learning in this respite, in this timeout. They are learning to rein in that need to go to all these different cups for some kind of fulfillment to fill out an interior hole. What I'm hearing is that your counterpart had a hole in them that could never be filled. And they poured everybody's cup of love into it, trying to fill it over and over again. And it never filled it. In relationships, in casual sex, I'm not getting a lot of intimacy. I'm getting that this person might have some intimacy issues, actually. But sexually, your person, and if this doesn't resonate with you, I would suggest looking at another pile, because for this counterpart or this collective of counterparts, this is the deal. They had some really serious childhood scars that caused them to cope. It's a maladaptive coping mechanism, maybe even a sexual addiction that caused them to need to try and fill the hole within them with sex and avoid intimacy at the same time, which sounds counterintuitive, but actually it's a problem. your counterpart wants you to know that they are working so hard on this. They recognize it. Before, they didn't even recognize it. It was just a habit, a force of habit over years of living that way. But you have, and this is important, you have shined a light on this for them. They didn't even understand it before. I'm feeling really intensely emotional, like really intensely emotional. I want to cry for this person. They want you to know, because of you, they're healing it. And this takes a little time. Okay? So be patient, because they're dealing with some heavy stuff. And then we've got the Five of Swords. It's like, oh, wow, this is heavy. Every time they went to do this, every time they went to fill the hole with sex, they felt like they were conquering a person. It's like a conquest is what I'm getting. And it's a hollow victory every time. It doesn't fill them up. It didn't fill them up. This is the energy that they were living in. And it didn't ever fix the hole. Hollow victory each time. So because of you, I want you to look at this card again. Because of you, they're being enlightened about the pain, about what the cause of it is. Not only rooting out and dealing with the root cause and healing it from the inside out, but also look at this person, how they feel free. Look at them just jumping. There's like this treasure chest down here, like false treasures, not even real. And they thought that all of these cups were like a notch in the bedpost, or, a notch on my belt, or however you want to say that. And they're realizing that that's not the deal at all. That freedom from the need for this is like so freeing for your person. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's move on. I think we've covered that. Wow. Okay. So the Lovers. Let's look at the Lovers. Your person wants you to know that you are, again, their ultimate lover. This often is also a twin flame card. So you've got 2 cards here out of 5 that are very common twin flame cards. Your person knows, right? They probably do know the term twin flame even. Not everyone does. The majority of them do understand what a twin flame is, and they know you're it. They know it. They feel like you are their all-time lover. You are the one. They've had plenty of conquests in their life, but you are no conquest. You are a lover. And the base word of that is love, intimacy, surrender, vulnerability. This is where they're going with you. Let's look at what we have clarifying the Lovers. Got the Magician, the Chariot, and the Four of Pentacles. They're holding on to you. It may not seem like it, especially if you're in no contact. They are holding on to you. You can't see it. Look at this figure is cloaked. Like the head down, they're hiding it. They've got their love for you in this chest, right? And they've got the key here. They're locking it away. They are not letting you go. They are holding onto you fiercely. And we got the Magician and the Chariot. They're manifesting fast movement forward. This particular Chariot has got the 2 horses, light and dark, masculine and feminine energies, propelling them forward. And you can see here the wings up here. It's divinely guided. They are manifesting with the Magician. They're getting all the tools that they need in this Hangman energy, in this time out from you, in this silence. This is what they're doing with it. They're not just taking it easy. They're not ignoring you. There is so much going on under the surface that you cannot see. There is so many beautiful, divinely guided things that are happening for your person, and they are manifesting movement forward in your connection. There are 2 horses hooked up to this chariot and ready to take off as soon as they're out of that hangman energy. And they want you to know, with the 4 of Swords in reversed, and the 4 of Swords is a lot like the Hanged Man. It's about respite. It's about recuperation. It's about, this person is curled up in the upright. They're curled up in this bird's nest, safe and sound, recovering from past hurts. And you can see this heart with the long string. Okay? That's the thread from you to their heart. And they've got it tucked away safely. If you ever heard of the red string of fate, red string, red rope is also very personal for me, and it's a twin flame connection. It's that line that goes from you to your counterpart that can never be broken. And they're in this respite. They've been in this respite, recovering and recuperating and learning and healing, connected to you still, not letting you go. You're right there with them. But this came out in reverse, and they want to tell you that this is where it's going. They're coming out. They see it. They see themselves healing. They see themselves coming out. And with the Knight of Pentacles here, we know it's taken some time. Your counterpart wants you to know they know this is slow as fuck. Right? Sorry about the language, but that's who I am. Look, they just want you to have some patience with them while they deal with their lessons, while they heal. This stuff is not overnight. We talk about healing and we talk about dark night of the soul, and it's a single term, right? Healing is a single term. So in our brains, sometimes we can think of that as like, it's a single term, so it should not take very long. Healing. But think about if you break your leg, how long does it take to break your leg and heal from that? It takes, it happens really fast, but it takes, weeks and weeks and weeks to heal from that, months to heal from that. Breaking your soul, breaking parts of your soul. Imagine the healing time that takes. Dark night of the soul. That's not one night, honey. That's an intense process, and it can take some time. So they want you to know that they know it's slow, but you can depend on the fact that they're doing the work. The Knight of Pentacles is the most dependable knight. He's the one you can trust. He's the one that does things for the right reason. He's the one that's coming forward the right way. He's slow. The horse is barely walking 1 foot out there, just a few inches, right? It's taking some time, but they want you to know you can trust it. You can trust that they are going to come out of the respite, okay? And the 2 of Pentacles, they know that they had choices in the past, and they know they made the wrong choice. They're so aware of it. This 2 of Pentacles is special, and I always kind of mention this when I see this card. 2 of Pentacles is often 2 pentacles up in the air, kind of almost at the same level. It's like, I don't know which choice to make. I need to make a tangible choice, but could go either way, and it's up in the air. This one is different. This one, you've got the divine counterpart here on their unicycle, and their hands are on the pentacles. Their hands are on the pentacles, and one is way the heck up here. The choice has been made, right? The choice has been made. They know that you are the choice. And all of the other choices are represented in this bottom pentacle, and it's about to drop to the ground. So just understand, they choose you, and they're coming. That's what they want you to know. I'm not going to even try and put a timeline on it. And if you watch some of my other videos, you'll know I don't like timelines in twin flame connection. And the reason for that is I could care less if I get it wrong or right. It's not about that. And some people think, oh, you know, the reader is afraid of being wrong. And it's not about that. It's what it is about setting expectations in your mind. Collective readings are not private readings. Okay, a lot of people watch them. And if you try and slip a timeline into a collective reading, you're going to hit some people right and you're going to hit the vast majority wrong. And that means that a few people will benefit from having that timeline and feel really good about it. And then all the other people that timeline doesn't specifically, maybe the message is for you, maybe your counterpart is in this space. We run parallel, right? A lot of us are in a very similar journey. And so there could be a bunch of people out there that this resonates for, and this is for you. But the timeline might not be. I mean, that is so ridiculously specific. And if you get a timeline in mind, if I say, hey, this is going to happen within the next 30 days, which is not any reference to anything here in the cards, it's just throwing out an example, you're going to set that expectation in your mind. And when 30 days comes and goes and they don't come forward, you know, if you don't get what you wanted out of it, that expectation, you'll be disappointed, and disappointment lowers your vibration. And so I absolutely don't want a single person here to have their vibration lowered by a reading. So whenever you hear any collective reading, if you hear a timeline, please be very careful in internalizing that. Hey, it may be for you and it may happen, but you have no control over it anyway. So it's best just to not pay a lot of attention to that. Do not set up expectations in your head based on that, okay? I want you to go forward in a good, positive, happy direction, understanding that this is beautiful, right? This is beautiful what's going on with your counterpart. I'm impressed. I'm stunned. This is a beautiful reading. Please take from it what resonates, okay, what fits your story, and go forward with it in a positive, beautiful way. Go on with your day. Do your thing, you know, enjoy your life in the moment, because that's the way we get to union, is enjoying our life every day in the moment, not in the waiting, not in the energy of expectation. Okay. Let's pull some messages here. I'm going to put these aside. I always intend for these readings to be shorter than they are. Sorry about that. I'm talky. If I see stuff, I have to say stuff. It's just, you can't ignore it. Okay. I think I'm just going to go with the Thelema again. I'm feeling this one right now. Is there a message for a specific watcher or small group of watchers out there right now? I'm going to try and pull some individual messages, and at the end, I'm going to pull some general messages for everyone. I'm just going to do a few individuals. What does one of the watchers need to know, or a small group? Queen of Pentacles. I'm just going to draw a few cards, 3 cards. Queen of Pentacles. What's a message for a specific watcher or a small group of watchers? The Devil. 10 of Cups reversed. Okay, I'm seeing something there. I'm going to clarify. I'll just go back to the lights here to clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Why is it here? Just one card. Just a quick message. I'm seeing what this is already. Let's see. Someone here, their counterpart has a karmic partner. There's a masculine that has a feminine karmic partner in this one specifically, who's really toxic. They're in it for the money. And you know, whoever this is for, you know who it is. They're in it for material things. They're draining your masculine. They are draining your masculine. And you're worried about him, and there's nothing you can do about it, because you cannot get in the middle of your counterpart's journey. They have to learn their own lessons. If you try and learn them for them, they won't learn it, and it'll draw it out. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Death and rebirth in reverse. Why is the Devil here? If this is you, please let me know. I would love to know in the comments who this is for, because it's for someone watching. Someone that will see this video. Okay, I'm getting this one, but not these. The High Priestess. Okay. And then Ten of Cups. Why is the Ten of Cups reversed here? Why is happiness reversed? Wow, something flipped. Nine of Pentacles. Yep. Okay. So this particular message, if this is for you, whoever this resonates for, there's a masculine out there that has a karmic partner, a romantic karmic partner, or a sexual karmic partner. It could be a sugar daddy relationship, something like that too. Someone that's in it way for the money. It's completely toxic. It's completely unhealthy. You're worried that it's not going to end. You know, death is an end, right? Death is putting ending to a relationship. You are so stressed out that your masculine is going to be stuck in this energy with this karmic partner, and they're toxic. And your intuition is screaming at you that you need to do something about this. Your intuition is screaming that you need to do something about this. Or, you know what? No, I take that back. Your mind is screaming at you that you need to do something about this because your intuition tells you that this is true. Okay? You know this person is toxic. You know they're draining your masculine of funds. And your masculine, you're looking at them as like innocent in the relationship. Like this person is taking advantage of your masculine. Okay, and you want to be mama bear and go in and fix it. Your intuition, you know this is happening. You know it's true. And you want to like jump to the rescue. Okay, don't do it. Do not get involved in that. And the reason I'm going to tell you not to get involved in that, as Ten of Cups reversed, there is no lasting relationship here. It's all of these cups are about to just pour out, and it's, I don't know what time frame it's going to take for it to happen, but naturally your masculine is going to end this, or the karmic partner is going to get tired of bored with him, basically. And so this is going to resolve itself, and your masculine is going to be back in this Nine of Pentacles, this happy energy where he's free. Look at the bird about to take off here. Your masculine is going to free themselves from this. It's not your place to jump in it. I know that we want to protect our counterpart. We love them more than anything, but you have to let him learn this lesson on his own. This is one of the lessons. This particular karmic is one of the lessons on his road to union. So if he doesn't learn it, it's extending it. He'll have to go for another one of these. Okay, we don't want that. We don't want extra lessons. We don't have to learn a lesson we already should have learned. So this is for someone. Stay out of that situation. Don't go warning. Don't go trying to affect. He'll take care of it. It's going to take care of itself. So that's one. Let's see what else we got. Spirit, is there a message for one of the watchers or a small group of watchers of this video? Is there a message? Please let me know if that resonated. I really, I'd love to know that that is accurate for you, or how it's accurate for you, or how your story is going, playing out like that. Okay, so we got Four of Swords. Someone in respite, someone in recuperation or recovery from something. What else do we have? Six of Cups. It's someone from your past. It's probably your twin flame. Yeah, I mean, we're reading for twin flames, but this is confirmation. It's someone from your past. This is not a new person. It's someone you know and some you've already been in a relationship with. There's a rest here in the connection. There's a pause and move back to the Seven of Cups. Choices. And let's get clarifiers on those. Clarify the Four of Swords. Why is that here? Clarify the Four of Swords. Why is it here? Why is the Four of Swords here? is the Four of Swords here, Spirit? Okay, we got the Ace of Wands. Why is the Six of Cups here? Just tell me about this person. Okay, we got 3, Knight of Swords, 7 of Wands reverse, and 8 of Wands. Okay. And then 7 of Cups. Why is the 7 of Cups here? Why is the 7 of Cups here? Five of Pentacles reverse. Okay. So for someone watching the video, your connection is in a pause right now. You are both healing. You are both, something happened. There was an ending in your connection, and I don't feel like this is super long ago. It's not years. I would say months on this one. Could be like 3 months, 4 months, 3 months. It's just a guess. It's what I'm getting. Yeah, okay, I'm feeling like it's something like that since you've had any contact, at least 3 to 4 months since you've had any contact. It's like you had this beautiful fiery beginning, and then separation happened, and you're in this no contact phase. This is someone that you've had a past life connection with. It's someone that you clicked with instantly, just resonated with instantly. And they ran off. They ran off. This can be about running in with communication. It can also be running off with mental clarity. Like, you don't have any mental clarity about this right now. You don't know what's going on because your counterpart took off without clarifying, right? 7 of Wands. And the 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands reverse, and 8 of Wands. What I'm really getting from this combination, is that you haven't been taking the time to rest and rejuvenate like you should be. Okay? During this time of no contact, it's a time for you to heal, rest, rejuvenate, and work on yourself and work on your life. I know that's really tough to do when you're missing someone, but it feels like you haven't been doing that. You've been putting so much energy into what are they doing, where are they, who are they with, why did they leave, okay, all that kind of stuff. I understand this because I've been there, it's hard. It's like there's confusion. Like, sometimes it's about choices. This is about confusion. You're just like so confused. And you want to come out of this, out in the cold energy. You feel kind of abandoned by this person, and you want out of it really bad. And then, you know, the advice here is to start meditating. Get into this energy of respite, okay? Get into this energy where you're taking at least 5 minutes at a time, once or twice a day, and it'll improve as you go, to just close your eyes and let everything drift away. If you need a little help doing that, if it's hard for you to empty your mind, which for most of us it is at first, go to YouTube. There are chakra clearing videos, and it's chakra music, and play that for at least 5 minutes. Longer is better, but start getting into this place where you're coming out of anxiety and this crazy, too much energy, right? You've got to come to a place of balance within yourself, and to start meditating. To do that, that's really going to help you. I know that sounds cheesy, go meditate, but it's honestly real. To get your mind to rest. Your mind is spinning 100 miles an hour constantly. And if you want out of this energy, want to get out of this confusion, you have to do it yourself. You cannot wait for your counterpart to run back with the mental clarity. okay? You have to give them their space right now. You are close. You are closer to the beginning of the journey than the end. Or at least in the middle. You might have like come back in and out and in and out too. But I feel like you need to take this time to learn to clear your mind and come out of this crazy energy. You know, this is in reversed here. Like, start meditating, start relaxing. Okay, start at least taking 5 minutes at a time where you don't think about them at all. The less you think about this confusion, the better off you are. You know, if you look at the law of attraction, the more you focus on something, the more the universe brings it to you. So the more you focus on the lack of your person and the lack of clarity, lack of understanding and the confusion, the more the universe is going to bring you lack of clarity and confusion. Okay, that's for that person. Okay, let's get some channeled messages for this collective that chose number 1. We're going to get a shadow message, and shadow is important. We want to know the shadow messages. Don't worry about these. Everyone's got shadow. Every person that comes to this planet, it's what we're working on here. It's what we need to learn. So your counterpart wants you to know that they know they made a mistake. Okay? They may seem cocky and they may seem distant, but really they know they made the mistake. Okay. Let's get Hidden Truth Oracle message for the Watcher from their counterpart. Sometimes they come out super fast like that, and sometimes you have to coax them out and see if something wants to come out. So, Hidden Truth Oracle message for the Watcher from their counterpart. For option 1, what does the counterpart wish that they knew? I hide behind material things. This is so common, especially for divine masculines, but I'm not going to make a guess as to who it is in this connection. But your counterpart wants you to know that they hide behind their stuff. They hide their heart, their emotions behind stuff. And that's going to heal. It's going to get better. Don't think it will always be like that. If they do the work, and I'm getting goosebumps that is happening right now. They know, they're aware of it, and they're working to heal it. Friendship. The friendship is leading to more. So you're friends with this person. You're not just a lover of this person. You were friends first, or you were friends during. Maybe they're your best friend. It's not just friendship. So if they told you, hey, we can just be friends, they don't mean that. They know that it's coming to more than that. Okay. This has been your reading, option 1. I hope it helped you. Please take that moment to hit the thumbs up on the video so more people will get the messages if these are for them. We really want people to get the messages. We need to stick together and help each other that way. And if you hit that subscribe and the all, you'll get all the notifications of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Love you all. Have a wonderful day. Okay, so for the beautiful people who chose option number 2, the Modern Witch Tarot with this beautiful Amazonite stone, this oceany stone. This is your reading. What does your counterpart wish that you knew right now? What is important? We've already lit a candle to tap into spirit. Called on my spirits, guides, and angels. Use some Palo Santo to clean the energy in this space. And we are ready to read. This message is for the Watcher at the time that you find the video. Whether it's the day that it's recorded, 6 months from now, 2 years from now, doesn't matter. Time and energy are fluid in that way. Okay. What does your counterpart wish that you knew in this twin flame connection? Make sure that you're tapping into your intuition and you're only going to internalize messages that fit your own story. The Queen of Wands. someone have a cat, a black cat? Just curious. Ace of Swords in reverse. Ace of Pentacles. What else do we have here? What is for the Watcher's highest good? What's going to be helpful that their counterpart wishes that they knew? It's so hard when we're not in communication. Two of Cups in reverse. What else do we have? One more, please. One more, please. What does the Watcher's counterpart wish that they knew? Strength in reverse. And my deck is not upside down, just so you know. It's just how they're coming out. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Bottom of the deck energy is Six of Cups. So, this is a divine connection. It's a past life connection. Just so you can identify if this is your pile or not. For sure, this is someone that you have been in relationship with. It's not someone that you have not met. Someone you know. And it's someone that you have had past life relationship with. When you met this person, you immediately recognize them. Okay, not to say that you'd seen them somewhere before the first time you met them. Your soul recognized theirs. There was a click. Okay, I'm going to use the Everyday Witch Tarot to clarify the Queen of Wands. That was fast. Let me make sure I've got this one. No, I had it upside down. Okay, try again. The right card will always come out again if it's supposed to come out. We saw that in the first reading. A card flipped out before I was ready. I put it back in and then it flipped out again. So, Queen of Wands. What is the Queen of Wands here? Why is the Queen of Wands here? That just goes to show me that I don't always know. Spirit will do what they want. Okay. The Five of Cups. Also clarifying the Queen of Wands. One more to clarify the Queen of Wands with this Five of Cups. Why is the Queen here? The Ace of Wands. Okay. We got 3 aces on the board. And the Eight of Wands. A lot of new beginning stuff going on here. Why is the Ace of Swords reversed here? This communication, mental clarity that's blocked right now. There's some kind of communication blocked, mental clarity blocked. You may, this person may have blocked you. Your counterpart may have blocked you on like their phone, their social media, anything like that. I feel like, or you may have blocked them, could be the other way around. Always remember that whenever I say something, the energy can be flip-flopped. So it could be, I could be talking about your counterpart and it's really you. Only you know for your story which energy fits who. So it doesn't tell you, I just have to intuitively figure it out. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles that came out sideways. And I always leave sideways cards sideways. What else? Why is this Ace of Swords? This mental clarity or communication block. I feel like it's communication. I feel it's confusing someone. Like, why am I blocked? Hold on. Okay. Too many cards have flipped over here. I'm going to fix it and continue to shuffle. Okay. Why is this blockage here in communication? What's it about? I hate it when people block people. Sucks. Sometimes you just need the break. Honestly, it's like you don't have the words to say, so you like block it out because you don't know how to communicate with someone. Or it's going to tick someone off. I don't know. There's all kinds of reasons for blocks. we've got the Four of Wands upright, and then we've got the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here for group 2, the Amazonite with the Modern Witch Tarot? Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? What is that about? Spirit, please make it really, really clear. Give us some clarity. We all need some clarity. I need clarity. I know you do too. Okay, let's see. What do we have? I could use like a lot more clarity. Justice reversed. Okay, and one more. What's unjust? What, like, something is not fair. So not fair. Five of Wands in reverse. Okay. Coming out of conflict. It's like there's been conflict and you don't want to beat anymore. It's like you don't want to fight anymore. It's feeling unfair. We'll get into it in a minute. Let's get all the cards out. Two of Cups reversed. Why is that here? Why is our Two of Cups reversed? Or Strength reversed. We're not feeling very strong about it. Someone isn't. Why is Two of Cups reversed? Tell me what happened to make that flip upside down. We don't want our cups to be upside down. Three of Swords, heartbreak. Someone did something to hurt the other person. Like, that's why the blocking communication, right? Yeah. Someone blocked someone because someone hurt them. Like, really hurt them. Three of Swords, that's a real stab. 3 stabs in the heart. And that's why Two of Cups is upside down. Two of Cups is about, like, union, right? No union right now. You guys are split. Split, not together. Okay. Why is... Tell me about the Three of Swords. What happened, right? Where's the Three of Swords? Here... I don't feel like I should have taken that one. Yeah, Four of Wands in reverse. And then I've got a whole stack flipped. Fix them. And Three of Wands. Okay, what else is strength here? We've got the Three of Wands. I know I hadn't asked, but I felt like it belonged there. Three of Wands. Why is the Three of Wands clarifying strength? What's up with this? It's like not looking toward the future. It's like not manifesting, not thinking this is going anywhere right now. Not that it's not ever going anywhere, but there's this like feeling of like a halt. Feeling weak about it too. Like I don't have the strength to deal. This heartbreak really caused some pain and some sapping of strength. Know that on the twin flame journey, this is what happens. So it's not fair. It sucks. It doesn't feel good. This is such a hard journey. Everyone says, I want a twin flame. I want a twin flame. I want a twin flame. And you know what? I wouldn't trade mine for anything. I love him more than I could ever explain. But I'll tell you, it's been fucking hard. It's been hard. But I really honestly, down to the bottom of my soul, believe that at the end, every single thing will have been worth it. There's nothing that's happened that can't be repaired. There's nothing that's happened that won't make us both better people and have the possibility of something amazing. So I'm hopeful for that. I believe it with every fiber of my being. I wouldn't be here if I didn't, helping you. Okay, so, and just so you know, when you subscribe, if you're new to YouTube, if you hit the subscribe on any readers, not just mine, I hope that you subscribe to me, but any readers, readings, their channel, it's free. There's no obligation of any sort, credit card, nothing like that. All of my YouTube content is free. It's my gift from me to you because I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be here doing. Okay, strength. Clarify strength. Thank you. Okay, we've got the Ten of Cups reverse. Yeah. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. Why is Strength reversed with the Ten of Cups reversed and 3 of Wands reversed? You guys, I'm sorry. This is a really bad place to be in. You know, I know it's part of the journey, but this is a painful place to be in. And if you're listening and watching, and if this is resonating for you, you're in heartbreak right now. Both of you are. May not seem like your counterpart is, but they are, because you mirror each other if you are twin flames. And what you do to hurt your twin flame, your counterpart, comes back to you 3 times. So it's the law of 3. Whatever you put out comes back to you times 3. So whatever your counterpart does to hurt you comes back to them times 3. We've got the 3 of Cups. And we've got the 8 of Swords. Okay, that's what we needed. Bottom of the deck is Judgment, decision time. The overall energy here for you is a decision that's being made about a twin flame connection. Okay, so we're starting out with the Queen of Wands. I just like to kind of grab my whole row and look at them closer because, you know, you can't see everything in detail. So your counterpart wants you to know that they see you as beautiful and fiery and passionate, and they have a lot of passion for you. It's a mature passion too. It's not, you know, the 12-year-old kind with the silly jokes. This is someone who's really passionate about you on a soul level. Okay, and someone could have a black cat, by the way, and this is not going to resonate for everyone, but someone out there has a black cat, because I keep saying it so close. So they want you to know that they really view you in this passionate, beautiful light. Whether you're masculine or feminine doesn't matter. You know, the 8 of Wands is all about fast moving energy. It's like this connection started out passionately with a lot of energy, a lot of forward movement. You guys were like on green light when it started. Ace of Wands is all about a passionate new beginning. Like I said, the beginning, I didn't even see that. The beginning of the connection was so much passionate movement forward. And then all of a sudden, something happened and you're in this 5 of Cups energy. It's just like all of the love fell out of it. Like someone hurt someone did something that hurt the other person. And the person that was hurt is just on their knees sad because they really believed that this was their person. And you know what? This is your person. Don't despair. I know that you're in this place right now of pain and sorrow and disappointment. But if you stay on this journey and if you do your work and if you heal, you're going to trigger your person to heal whatever it is that caused them to do this in the first place. You will trigger them, or they will trigger you, and the healing will happen. And you'll come out of this disappointment energy. If you're a twin flame and this is resonating, your person isn't gone. That you're just in the process of separation. Separation just happens in this journey. Okay, so your person wants you to know that despite the painful ending here, or the painful pause, I'm going to call it, not an ending, they love this connection. They love the passion between the two of you. It's really important. And I'm not just talking about sex. I'm talking about soul passion. Ace of Swords in reverse. So this blocked communication, your person wants to know that this blockage sucks. Neither person likes it. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles came out sideways, which tells me that one of the counterparts is feeling unstable about this whole thing. They don't like the block. It's thrown them sideways. Their stability has been thrown sideways because of that blockage in communication. And then we have the 4 of Wands in reverse and the 7 of Swords in reverse. So 4 of Wands, you are not celebrating your union right now. 4 of Wands upright is all about celebrating union, and you're on this you're in the reverse energy. So it's like no celebration, no bueno right now, no happy right now. This blocking communication has totally just thrown your counterpart sideways. Not just you, your counterpart too. They know that it's if they did it to you, the watcher, if they blocked you, they know that it's thrown you sideways, and they know that it's halted the celebration and the connection. And it's like the blockage is there because they don't feel good enough. Seven of Swords can mean like sneaky behavior, but it also can mean like they feel like a thief. Your counterpart, whoever did the blocking, I'm going to say it that way because I don't know which counterpart you are watching. Whoever did the blocking feels like a thief. They feel like they stole the connection from the two of you. And they don't feel good enough to even talk to you right now, so they've blocked it out. Or two scenarios here because lots of people watching. Or the person that got hurt did the blocking, and they feel like stabbed in the back, like you are not worthy of talking to them right now, honestly. One of those things is going on. Depends on which side you resonate with, because there'll be different things for different people. Ace of Pentacles, the solid foundation. It's like the solid offer of something new. Your counterpart wants you to know that they do want this with you. They want the stability. You know, this thing that happened, whatever happened to hurt the other person, they really did want this. Someone fucked up. I mean, really fucked up. They did something. You'll have to tell me in the comments. You can tell me what that is. We've got the Five of Wands in reverse. Like your counterpart wants you to know that they actually really want the stable connection. They want the new beginning, the solid new beginning. You know, Five of Wands upright is conflict, right? They want to come out of conflict. They don't want to fight. And they're feeling like whatever happened stole the justice from this connection. Justice upright is just exactly what it sounds like. There's justice happening. It's like they know that it's this beautiful twin flame connection with the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck, this overarching energy. And even if they don't understand the word, the term twin flame, they understand the energy behind it. This is your soulmate. Most people don't understand the words twin flame. They understand soulmate. And a twin flame is simply your highest level soulmate that you only have one of. You have a whole soul family. You have multiple soulmates. So your person understands that you are that high level soulmate for them. They understand that you belong together. But they feel like there is no justice in this connection right now because of what happened. And they don't want it that way. They're saying they want the stability. They want the solid new beginning. They don't want to fight. And they know that there's no justice right now. They're really super aware. The Two of Cups in reversed, it's like, you know, Two of Cups upright is union. It's making the choice to be together, right? It's a choice to be together. And Two of Cups reversed is the choice not to be together. It's like whoever hurt the other made the choice to screw up the connection and dump out those two cups of love. And then we've got the Three of Swords. It was this way. Upright is heartbreak. Someone did something to hurt the other person, honestly. And Two of Wands. You know, the Two of Wands is about building a passionate, it's a choice, a passionate choice for a new journey, a new future. And they made the choice to screw it up, not to have the new beginning. They know that they screwed up the new beginning in this connection. Like, it was so good. It started out so good with this Queen of Wands and, you know, all of this passionate energy. And then, you know, they screwed it up and put it into this Five of Cups energy and chose unwisely. Strength in reversed, your counterpart wants you to know that they're not feeling strong about this. They're not feeling good about this. They're feeling weak. They feel stuck, tight, bound. They're in their head about what they did. Whoever hurt the other person is in their head about it. They know it was wrong, and they've tied themselves up like this. They're tying themselves up in knots. They're kicking their own ass. And all they need is a flip in perspective to get out of that. She could easily reach out and cut herself free with any of those swords around her. And there's a bird here on the top of the sword telling you, like, you could fly and be free from this. But they're kicking their ass, their own ass, for what they did. Three of Cups, third-party situation. Someone cheated is what I get from that. Whether it was actual, like, physically going out and having sex with someone else, or sexting someone, or going behind your back in some way. That's what happened there. Third party is what that's telling me. 10 of Cups reversed. 10 of Cups upright is all about happiness, happy family, everything you ever wanted, and they screwed it up. And then 3 of Wands in reverse. 3 of Wands upright is all about looking toward the future, manifesting a new beautiful life, and they know that they have put that on the outs. So this pile, particularly number 2, the Amazonite, you are in conflict with this person. It's a recent heartbreak. And your person wants you to know it's not quite taking responsibility, but it is awareness of who you are to them, how beautiful the beginning of the connection was. They know what they did threw you sideways. They know it took away your stability. They know that it caused all this conflict and chaos and heartbreak. They really did want the new beginning, and they screwed it up. In twin flame connections, one counterpart, classically, almost always, gets into this super passionate connection with you, right? And I'm assuming probably if you're watching, you're the person that's been hurt. However, it could flip around, could have some people, some of the other counterparts, but I think for the most part, the watcher is the one that's been wronged. In some way, your counterpart, the counterpart that did the wronging, they got scared, they got spooked by all the passion. They have never been in a connection before that was so immediately drawing them in, and they didn't know what to make of it. They're just like, oh my God. I think it overwhelmed them in some way. The blocking you, it's just kind of what they do when they screw up. It's like a self-defense mechanism, honestly. If the person that hurt you has now blocked you, it's a self-defense mechanism because they just don't feel good enough for you right now. They don't feel good enough. If you did the blocking, you don't feel like they're good enough right now because of what they've done to you. One of those two things. With this 2 of Cups in reverse, this heartbreak, your partner wants you to know, your counterpart wants you to know that they are very aware of the turmoil that they have caused you. They're aware that it hurt you. They're aware that it stopped your strength, that screwed up your world, it took out your stability. They're taking somewhat of some responsibility for it here. So I feel like this person is on the cusp of starting to understand their actions in order to start doing some healing work. Okay. This is an earlier connection. This is not at the end of the journey. This is closer to the beginning. Okay. Let's go ahead and put these aside. I'm going to draw some personal messages. It's a new thing that I'm doing, some one-on-ones. So I just decided there needs to be some more personal connection in these readings. It's important to me. And so I'm going to pull some kind of mini messages that will be for a specific person watching or a very small group of people watching. Okay, very specific messages, short ones. So if something that I pull resonates for you, please let me know in the comments. I would really like to know who it's resonating for. It's for somebody watching. And it doesn't have to be today when I'm pulling it. It could be later on down the line. It's whenever you see it. Okay. The world. So there's some kind of completion happening. What else I got? I'm just going to draw 3 cards with a clarifier. Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. Okay, this is a good message. Let's see what else we got. I know I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, jump the gun, whatever cliche I come up with. But I just have a really good feeling about this one. Let's see, what do we got? 6 of Cups. Okay. And let's get, I saw that 3 of Swords on the bottom too. So I'm going to just leave this over here. Clarify the world. Why is the world here? And at the end of these one-on-one messages or small group messages, I'm going to pull some overall channeled messages from the watcher's person for the entirety of group 2. Okay. Why is the world here? Why is the world here? Clarify the world. King of Pentacles. Okay, that's really good. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? No. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? 2 of Wands reversed. Okay. Why is the 6 of Cups here? 5 of Wands reversed. Okay. So for the person or a small group of people that this one is resonating for, you're in group 2, so the reading will have resonated with you. And this will specifically resonate with you on a deep level. So there is a completion happening. You've been in this cycle for a little bit, okay? All of the things that you saw in the reading resonated. They all came to pass already. You understand your person understands you as far as who caused what, okay? Your person is probably an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. They could be a high placement in their chart, but I'm feeling very much that in their chart, in some high placement, they have earth, okay? There is this sleeping dog here in this card, and this, it's calling attention to the sleeping dog. Dogs are all about loyalty, and when it's asleep, this King of Pentacles, this earth sign that's in your life, probably a masculine, doesn't have to be, but probably their loyalty was asleep. When they did what they did to you, their loyalty was asleep, and they're really learning a huge karmic lesson because there is a completion to this karmic cycle about loyalty. They're learning their lessons specifically about loyalty. Okay. This Ace of Pentacles is about a solid, tangible offer. But we have the 2 of Wands in reverse with it. So right now, your person is not in a healed enough place to make a passionate choice back toward you. Okay, we know that you want that stable offer, that solid offer. That's what we really want as counterparts. We want to be together. Okay, but right now you're too early in the cycle to have your counterpart make that passionate choice as much as you want it. If they did make this passionate choice toward you right now, they would just be hurting you more because they're not healed. They haven't learned their lessons. And then you as well have not done yours. At this stage of the connection, you both have a lot of work to do before you're ready to be together again. If this person did do your bidding and come forward to you now and be with you now, it wouldn't be what you want. Okay, so I'm getting the movie Practical Magic, which is funny with these cards. If you've never seen the movie Practical Magic, you can, Google it. But basically, Nicole Kidman's boyfriend is this really bad guy, right? And he starts choking her. He's going to kill her. And Sandra Bullock's character gives him alcohol with belladonna in it, and it kills him. And then they're freaking out because they killed the guy, and there's repercussions for that. And so they decide to they're witches, they decide to bring him back to life. And they bring him back as something unnatural and bad. And so what I'm not telling you that if your counterpart comes to you right now, they will be unholy and unnatural. What I'm telling you is they will not, it's like the similar energy. They're not in the energy for a good union. Someone that comes back like that, like in the movie, all evil and wanting to kill you or possess you, seriously not good. You want the real person, the live person, the healed person. And so you have to wait for your counterpart to learn their lessons, as much as you want this new beginning. Okay, the Six of Cups, this twin flame connection. You want to come out of conflict so bad. You don't want to fight with them, even if they hurt you. Even no matter how bad they hurt you, they cheated, whatever they did. You want to come out of conflict. You're like, I'll forgive you. Just come back to me because you're so magnetically drawn to this person. But honey, let me tell you that you need to come to the place. One of your big parts of your journey is self-love. And that's coming to the place where you understand that anyone that does what they did to you is unworthy of you. And I'm not saying that your counterpart is forever unworthy of you. I'm saying that their actions are unworthy of you. And you have to come to a place where you nip that shit in the bud. You cannot be in the place where you just allow someone to hurt you and then take them back with open arms. If someone hurts you, they do the work, they heal, they make amends, and they come back with the apology, the sincere apology, and you feel right about it and you take them back. That's one thing. And that happens all the time in twin flame connections. That's how we work. That's how we roll, right? But your person hasn't done the work yet. And so if you were to take them back right now and come out of conflict and just welcome them back with open arms, as good as that sounds, you're welcoming back the unhealed. You're welcoming back chaos and more strife, okay? You have to let your person learn the lessons and you have to go learn yours. Go work on your self-love. You probably do have self-love, but you need to get to the place where the behavior that happened, what this person did, where you just cut that shit out. You're like, no, I don't care if you're my twin flame. I don't care who you are. No one's going to treat me like that. Okay? You have to let your person get to the point where they wouldn't treat you like that again. And they're not there yet. Okay? Let's pull one more. Spirit, is there a message for someone watching this video? Is there a message for a person or a very small group of people watching this video? This one's confusing. There's a lot of energy in this one. The cards are going all over the place. let's see what we got. Is there a message for a specific person or a very small group of people watching this video? The world reversed. So we had the world upright last time. So there's a cycle that's not completing. It's like stagnant. Let's see here. This is the same cards again. Okay, that's really interesting. Ace of Pentacles. One more. Let's see what we get here. One more. Let's see if we get the Six of Cups again. That would be weird. I feel like that's too many. One more. A message for a specific person or small group of people watching this video right now. Okay, we've got the High Priestess. Oh, there's two. High Priestess in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Reversed. Clarify the world, please, Spirit. Why is the world here? Ace of Cups. Two aces on the board. New beginnings. Okay. What is the Ace of Pentacles here for this person? If this message is for you, this pile will have resonated for you. Just so you know. Ace of Pentacles. I don't want to talk about this one. Tell me why the Ace of Pentacles is here. There's like a don't want to talk energy. Don't want to talk energy. Don't want to talk about the new beginning. Justice reversed. Yeah, that makes sense. And then why is the High Priestess reversed? Ten of Pentacles reversed here. One card to clarify that. One card to clarify. The reason that we pull clarifiers, if you're not familiar with tarot, is because the meaning of the card changes depending on the cards surrounding it. Just a little tidbit if you're newer to tarot by chance. There's a book definition card, you know, for every card. However, it is different. Look at that. We got the Five of Wands reversed again. This is an interesting, similar energy, but that makes sense. You know, they're from the same pile and we do run parallel in our journeys. We got the Ten of Pentacles upright here. We got the Ten of Pentacles reversed here. That's interesting. It's the bottom of the deck here, Ace of Wands. Okay, so for this person or a small group of people, there's a completion, there's a cycle that you're stuck in. You're stuck in a cycle, right? Ace of Cups is about a new beginning in love. And it's like you're not getting your new beginning in love. The cycle is on pause. It's stagnant. Ace of Pentacles is that solid offer for the new beginning. So the new beginning in love, a tangible new beginning, and there's no justice. It's not happening right now. It's just not happening right now. We've got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. So it's like almost everything you need from a new beginning. So what's missing? We have Cups, we have Pentacles, we have Wands. Swords are missing. Mental clarity is missing. That's really significant. Someone's not talking here. Like I kept getting with this Ace of Pentacles card, like they don't want to talk, they don't want to talk. Someone's clammed up here. In this, your person, the watcher's person is clammed up. And you can't figure out why they're not talking. It's like you know that this person is your Ten of Pentacles, your happy family, your happy life. You know that this person is the one that you can have that with. And with these three aces, you know, you're like so ready for new beginning. You're like, right now, I want my new beginning. But there's no mental clarity because this person isn't talking. A High Priestess in reverse, you're not using your intuition here. The Watcher, a High Priestess is a highly intuitive person. Your work right now, Watcher, if this is one is resonating with you, if you have this silent treatment person right now that you're absolutely in love with and you want this new beginning with, and you feel like everything's there, it's just missing you talking. Part of your work right now is to learn to tap into your intuition. If you're a twin flame, you are a light worker. Whether you know it yet or not, whether you've tapped into your gifts yet or not, you are a light worker, and you are a highly intuitive being. And I can see that from this card even being here, that you're a highly intuitive person, but your intuition is being blocked right now. So I really highly suggest that you start learning to tap into your intuition. And intuition is just a fancy word for trusting your gut. It's trusting your feelings, those feelings that come over you like, okay, this is right. You need to learn to trust it, okay? And your person needs to learn this as well. I feel like both of you are not in your intuition. So start researching how to tap into your intuition. Start researching what your gifts are. There are wonderful groups on Facebook on how to learn to tap into your intuition, how to learn to use your gifts, how to find out what your gifts are. So do some work on that. You know, you can go to your local metaphysical bookstore. Almost everyone has one of those. Even if not, you can find one online. They're a great reference to just walk in and start up a conversation with the person at the counter and let them know what you're going through. They will have advice for you, I guarantee it. So start opening up about it and start opening up to your own intuition. It's really important in this journey. Until you do, your 10 of Pentacles is going to be in the reverse. You know you can have it with this person, but right now it's not happening. This silence is causing conflict, and this lack of intuition on both partners' parts is causing conflict. If you want to come out of this silence, step away, and I'm getting to do this. Step away from your person. Don't push your person, your silent person. Step away and start working on your intuition and your gifts and anything that's unhealed within you. Start working on childhood wounding, all of the things that could be blocking your intuition and your union. Let your person have some space. If you are indeed twin flames, you will be magnetically drawn to each other. They're not going anywhere, even if they're quiet. Okay? Allow some space. Work on yourself for that one. Okay? I know that's not what you want to hear, but it's really, really valuable. Really, really valuable. Okay. Let's get a few messages for pile 2. We're going to start with the shadow message. Shadow, if you're not familiar with it, is just, the things that we've come here to work on. Every person on the planet has shadow. It's what we're here to learn, grow, expand, heal. And so it's nothing to be scared of because everybody has it. Okay. Your counterpart wants to tell you that they do not need your approval. They can feel, and this is for all of group 2, okay? This is the overall, if you're resonating with the reading, this is for you from your counterpart. And it sounds harsh, right? I don't need your approval. Your counterpart wants you to know that they understand that you want them. They understand that you want to be with them, okay? And they need space, and they need time to heal and time to do their own part of the journey. And even though you don't approve of them being away from you, they're understanding that they need it. They need to be away from you to do their part of the journey, to do their healing. There are parts of this journey we cannot walk with our twin flame. And that's just, it's set up that way. I wish it was different, but that's how it is. So this sounds harsh, but take it in the spirit that it's intended, which is, I know I have to do my part on my own, whether or not it satisfies you right now. You know, there are just things we need to do apart. Okay. The Hidden Truth Oracle. I mean, when these messages out, you just come out, you just have to be super honest about it, because that clarity and honesty is what's going to move you forward. You know, sugarcoating things, although it makes it go down nicer, is not very productive. And I'm not here for not productive. I'm here to help you. It's a tough journey. It just is. Is there a message here from the Watcher's counterpart? Is there a message here from the Watcher's counterpart? Is there a message here from the Watcher's counterpart? Is there a message? Oh, there's two of them. I couldn't let you get close to me. Your person freaked out. As we saw in the reading, it was so passionate and so intense that they didn't know what to do with it. As an unhealed person, it overwhelmed them. And you were too light for them. You were too much light for them. Too much passion, too much light. And they had to turn away from that because it illuminated their shadow so heavily. I don't react when people mention you. You know, I see this card all the time, and sometimes it's hard to figure out, like, what does that mean? I don't react when people mention you. They're hiding their feelings about how they really feel. Your person loves you, okay? You are their perfect match. On a 5D level, their higher spirit knows it. Your higher spirit knows it. But the 3D person is in this space where they still need to hide their feelings. They're not at ease with, they're not comfortable with how they feel about you. And so they just don't react. Okay? They love you, and it's because they love you. Why would you even say this if you didn't love someone? You wouldn't. They love you, but they don't know how to deal with it right now. They don't know how to face it right now. They're just not to that place yet. Okay. You know, with this group, I want to get, and I'm not doing this with the other groups, or I didn't get it with group 1, but I'm really feeling it. I want to get a couple of my channeled messages from my deck. I have several hundreds of these little cards that I wrote out. They're good and bad. Let's just see what comes out. Is there a message here for the Watcher from their counterpart? Is there a message here for the Watcher from their counterpart? What they wish that you knew right now. What they wish that you knew. What do they wish that you knew? I want to share it all with you. They love you. Like I said, I'm getting an overwhelming feeling of love. That's not the problem. The problem is the unhealed parts of your counterpart. They want to share their life with you. They want to share what they have with you, everything. One more, please. Whoops. One more, please. Is there a message to the Watcher from their counterpart? Something they want them to know. I want to make you happy. They want to make you happy. It's as simple as that. There's a long road to go on the way to that. But they, as the closing message in this whole reading for you, option 2, your person loves you and they want to make you happy. They just have to learn their lessons and get to the place where they can. Okay, this has been your reading. Option 2, I really hope that this helped you. I know that all of the messages weren't the, close to union, positive you know, ready to come back together messages that we all want to hear. But let me just assure you that if you do the work, if you stick it out, if you heal yourself, if you learn to love yourself in your life and take joy in all of the things that you do have right now, it will bring you closer. And the more that you do that, the closer that you will get. The more that you do that, the more you trigger your counterpart to do that. Okay? It gets better. Honestly, it will get worse before it gets better. It's hard. And I know it's hard, and that's why we have communities like that. That's why we have readings like this, where you can come and be with other people, you know, be in the same kind of energy with other people that are going through what you're going through, because it is so hard. I know. I've been on this journey for quite some time. And yeah, it's why I'm here. And I hope I can help you. Please stick with me. Let's keep going with this. And let's see what we can do to keep you in a positive, forward-moving direction, okay? Please take a moment to hit the thumbs up on the video. That gets these messages out to all the people that need them. It's a newer channel, and I'm really building it up in order to help as many people as I can. You know, we need this help on this journey. You and I both know it's tough. So if we stick together, we're all better off. If you hit the subscribe, I would absolutely love that. I would appreciate it so much. And you'll get all the messages, or excuse me, all the readings as they come out. You won't miss anything. You'll get notifications. Thank you so much. You have a beautiful day. I love you all. Welcome, welcome to those of you who chose option 3, which is the Witch's Tarot with the Amethyst cluster. So glad that you're here with me. Let's go ahead and put those aside, and we'll get into your reading. So this reading is specifically, what does your counterpart wish that you knew about them, about the connection, about what's going on in general? What does your counterpart wish that you knew? I've lit a candle to help tap into spirit, and I've used some Palo Santo on this space to clear the energy and make sure it's all positive. And we are ready to go. What does your counterpart wish that you knew? We've got the Page of Wands and the Ace of Swords. What else? What does your counterpart wish that you knew right now? Three of Swords, Page of Cups. Okay. Yeah. Okay, one more. And it's here already. The Tower. Okay. All right. And the bottom of the deck energy is the Nine of Pentacles. And we'll get into everything that these mean shortly here. I just want to get clarifiers. So Page of Wands. Why is the... Wow, that was quick. The Page of Wands here. We've got the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Why is the Ace of Swords here? Please, Spirit. For the people who chose option 3 in this twin flame collective that's in challenge and separation. Why is the Ace of Swords here? What does their counterpart want them to know? What flipped? I feel like it's too many. Let's keep going. The right card will always come back out if it flips out, if it's meant to be. We got the Five of Cups. Make sure that you are tapping into your intuition, listening to your gut on this to make sure that it fits your story. If you're going to internalize the message, could be the whole message for you. Could be this piece of message in here for you. Ace of Cups. Okay, so we've got two aces in the same column. And then Three of Swords here. What's this heartbreak about? What is this heartbreak about? Page of Swords. Okay. And One more for the heartbreak. Queen of Wands. Page of Cups. What is the Page of Cups here for? What is the Page of Cups here for? Knight of Swords and Page of Pentacles. We've got 3 pages on the board. 4 pages. Pentacles, Swords, Cups, Wands. We've got every page on the board. Let's see. Tower. Why is the Tower here? Why is the Tower here? The Hermit. And again, why is the Tower here? Clarified by the Hermit. Some confused energy. How the cards shuffle when I'm shuffling sometimes tells me something about the energy. There was this like preemptive movement happening with this one. Like the cards wanted to fall forward and they stopped, and they wanted to fall forward and they stopped. So it's like someone in this connection wants to move forward, wants to move forward, but isn't. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I'm feeling like that's what we needed. Strength on the bottom of the deck. Strength is, for some people, a twin flame card. Mine is the 6 of Cups. However, I always recognize it, like shout it out, when a twin flame card comes up. So that's kind of double confirmation. Yeah, this is your twin flame. If this is resonating for you, make sure that it is. So in the overall energy, the 9 of Pentacles and strength, this is definitely a couple in separation who are having to learn to be abundant on their own, and it's taking some real strength. It's hard when you want to be with your person, but it's been a while. This is not a new breakup. This has been here for a little bit. Coming closer to the end of the journey, not at the end yet, but closer. But for right now, both counterparts in this connection are having to learn to be happy and whole and abundant on their own. It's taking a lot of strength not to be with the other person, but this is part of the journey, and you're mastering it. You're doing it, which is really good. You're both recognizing it and you're both doing it, and kudos to you. It's a hard thing to do, to learn that your happiness is not predicated on the person you are most attracted to in the world. It is really predicated on you and what you do with your life and what you put into your life. You're getting it. That's really good. So what does your counterpart want you to know? We got the Page of Wands. They know that your counterpart knows that they were in an immature, passionate energy at some point in this connection, probably before the separation. They're acknowledging it, and they want you to know that they are working on it, and they do know. They're also looking at you probably on social media, driving by your house. They're keeping an eye on you, okay? 7 of Wands. This is about learning to win without fighting. So there could have been some fighting in this connection. These counterparts could have had some real, like, rip-roaring arguments. And this is your counterpart telling you that, look, I know I was a hothead before. I was immature in my passions, in the way that I expressed my passion, or, you know, my passionate, fiery nature. And I'm learning. Your counterpart wants you to know that they're learning their lesson about learning to use their head rather than fighting to solve. Okay? They're understanding that they have to work with you and instead of against you to solve an issue. It's slow coming. It's been slow coming. You know, Knight of Pentacles is all about, like, you know, snail movement forward, right? But it's also about having the best intentions and doing things the right way for the right reasons. So they're learning their lesson slowly, but they are learning it. your counterpart wants you to know. The Ace of Swords is about communication. So let's look at the clarifiers here. You've got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. And the Five of Cups. Okay, so your counterpart wants you to know that they know that you've been in this sad energy because communication hasn't been coming through, right? They're not happy about the lack of communication. It's been making you both sad. They want you to know that they do want to bring forward communication, and they do want to offer you that cup of love that's coming for this collective. This is not one that's wondering what's going to happen. Both counterparts know that they want this. Okay. So if that is resonating for you, this is probably your reading. If that's not resonating for you, if you're not in that place, this isn't your reading. You might want to go try one of the other piles. Your counterpart wants you to know that when it comes to the heartbreak in this connection, one person hurt the other by separating, okay? Look at the pair here, the court cards that go with that heartbreak. We have the Queen of Wands, which is a feminine who's fiery and passionate, knows what she wants, really goes after what she wants, right? And then we have a page on the other side, and a Page of Swords, no less. This Page of Swords is not very reliable. He can really cut and run really easily. He doesn't feel on her level, okay? So this heartbreak happened because the divine stepped in and said, look, these two are not a match yet. When you were together, you guys were not on each other's level. You both had things to learn. The Queen of Wands needs to, she's got, she's passionate, but she does need to work on her heart space a little bit. She does need to work on her communication a little bit. She does need to work on being stable, okay? To get to being the Empress. So she does have work left to do, even though she's already at a queen status. She's no frump, she's a queen. But she does have some more lessons to learn. And the masculine in this situation really had lessons to learn. They really were feeling immature. I mean, look at him next to her. He looks kind of like a joker. I mean, here he is dressed up in the finest things that he can find, but they don't even match. He's hiding behind all this material stuff, these really expensive clothes that are kind of silly, actually. He was like hiding behind this mask of material things to hide that he's really kind of not there yet. He's kind of immature, has some lessons to learn. And immature doesn't necessarily mean that, he's going around making stupid jokes, as like a 12-year-old. It just means that there are lessons to be learned, wounds to be healed before he can progress up to king, before he can progress up to emperor. And so that's why the heartbreak happened. The divine stepped in and caused that. You can see this little winged couple up here. They're like a couple of fairies kind of orchestrating this. There's another little bee-like guy down here. It's the divine orchestrating this separation, okay? Your counterpart wants you to know that they understand that they were not on your level, and that's why this happened. And they know it hurt you, and they don't like it. They don't like it. The Page of Cups is about a small offer of love. Your counterpart wants to offer you love, okay? They're not yet at the place where they can come forward and offer it to you. If you look at this Page's cup, there's a fish coming out of it. It's like a nasty surprise. Like, I have this cup for you, but I'm not fully healed yet. So there's some things that I need to remove from the cup before I give it to you. Got to take the fish out. The fish is some unhealed stuff. And so your counterpart wants you to know that they want to come forward. They love you. They want to give this to you, but they're not quite ready. With this Page of Pentacles, another page, their foundations aren't mature yet, okay? There's this big foundation that they want to build for you, but they're not quite mature enough to bring it to you yet. They're still learning their lessons, okay? It's happening, though. It's happening. The Knight of Swords, it's so hard for them to keep back communication from you. They want to charge in and talk to you and tell you everything, bring you back into their life right now, but they're in the page energy. They're not a king or a queen yet. They're not an emperor or empress yet. They're still working on their lessons. The Tower tells me that there's something that's happened recently. It's either happening right now, about to happen, or just happened, like close into right now when you're watching the message. Someone blew the top off their tower. They had a real shakeup in their life that caused them these realizations. All of these things that they want you to know are because of this tower moment. Something happened in their life that really made them see this connection for what it is. See the mistakes that they've made. See the work that they need to do. Okay? See that they need to get to this place of self-love. Wow, this Nine of Swords fell out right underneath. Just fell out on the other cards. They've had anxiety about this, okay? There is anxiety in your person. Cards just don't show up like that. The Emperor, they want to be the Emperor. They're in anxiety because they're not there yet. They want to rush in like that Knight of Swords. But they're still doing their work, okay? And the Hermit, they're going within right now. They're taking that time to really look at themselves, to look at their actions, to look at their life, to look at your connection, and get some new perspective on it. They're getting downloads while they're in this introspective time after this tower moment that's caused them to need to do this. They're getting downloads. They're learning about the connection. They're learning about the cycles that they need to complete, okay? And this Two of Pentacles in reverse, they're coming out of the juggling energy, right? When you look at this Two of Pentacles upright, it's like, which one do I take? Which one do I take? There's two choices. There's my divine counterpart, and there is whatever karmic situation is in my life, and I don't know which one I want. Coming out of that energy, right? Understanding what they want. Your counterpart wants you to know that this tower moment that happened in their life has caused them to know what choice they want. They want their divine counterpart. This is a really good message. I know that this sounds like, and if you're watching readings, you've probably heard very similar messages from other readers. And I want you to understand that if you're hearing the same message 3 or 4 times over a couple of weeks or whatever it is, it's not because it's the only message out there. It's not because all readers say the same things, because we don't. If you were listening to the readings that I listen to, it would probably be very different, because messages for me are different. When you hear the same things over and over, it is confirmation that that's what's happening, okay? Yep, it's taking strength. It really is to be alone during this process. It's so hard because you want to be with your person so bad. You know, with the Six of Cups here, like, this is your past life soulmate. You know, this is your twin flame. The Six of Cups is my twin flame card. This is confirmation. This is your twin flame. If this is resonating for you, this is your twin flame, okay? You know, Four of Cups, you've been in this, like, sad energy because you're apart. And you know, you want your counterpart to make this passionate choice toward you. You know, but you've got to tap into your intuition. You've got to start using your intuition more wisely. Because if you're going to be in this Nine of Pentacles energy, this abundant, beautiful energy on my own without my person, take that time to build your intuition. Because as a light worker, you're going to need it. And I feel like this collective is going to come into union at some point. I don't do timelines for very specific reasons. I believe that they set up expectations that lower your vibration. And that's the last thing we want to do as twin flames. However, when you do come into union, you're going to really need your intuition as a light worker. So make sure that you're working on that, okay? Take this respite that you have while you're apart, this hangman energy, to get some new perspective on your own life and your intuition, on your guides, and all of those pieces. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and set these aside. And I'm going to do some one-on-one messages. It's a new thing I'm doing that I'm really liking. I feel like I'm connecting to people on a more personal level a little bit. And what it is quick messages that are for one person or a very small group of people that resonated with this reading. Okay? So I'm asking Spirit, is there a message for a watcher or a very small group of watchers that resonated with group 3's of reading the Witch's Tarot and the Amethyst cluster? Ace of Pentacles, that's a popular one today. It keeps coming out over and over again. Solid new beginning. Ace of Pentacles, is there a message for the watcher? Something special for one person out there or a very small group of people that resonated with this reading for number 3. And if this resonates, please tell me in the comments. I would love to know what your story is. And okay, I got it. Wow, this is a lot of cards for a quick reading. No, I feel like it's not it. Sometimes just too many flip. If the right card is supposed to come out, it's going to come out again. Okay. 4 of Cups and the Sun. One more. This is a really good one. King of Swords. Okay. And then let's clarify. It's the bottom of the deck. 4 of Pentacles. They're holding on to you. Holding on to you. They're not letting go of that connection. They're stubbornly holding on. I think both people are stubbornly holding on to this connection. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Temperance, divinely guided. Why is the 4 of Cups and the Sun here? The Hermit in reverse, huh? Okay. And why is the King of Swords here? Oh, why is this guy in here? 9 of Pentacles again. Gotta leave that as an aside for this message. It was supposed to be there. 5 of Wands. Okay. So this particular person or very small group of people that resonated with group 3, what's going on here? So your message, you're really ready for a new beginning. You want this solid, stable offer. You are not letting go of your person. They are not letting go of you. But the beginning that you seek is divinely guided. There's divine timing, and I know like waiting, patience, temperance are like the redheaded stepchild words of twin flame readings, but it's true. Divine timing is at play. It's coming. It's coming. It's not here yet. So know that it's not here yet for a reason. If it were here right now, or coming right now, it wouldn't be right yet. Sorry, grabbing some water. The 4 of Cups, this disappointment. Look, know that the sun is coming. I know that you're disappointed that it's taking so long. It sucks. It's just like, it's depressing, right? Sometimes. Don't let yourself get into the depression. Okay? Don't let yourself fall into the depression. Do whatever you can to keep yourself high vibrational because the sun is coming. This is the happiest card in the deck. If you can stick this out, if you can do your work, right? You are going to have such happiness. Look, your person is not going to be in hermit mode forever. They're not going to be learning their lessons forever. They're going to get their enlightenment and they're going to come out. okay? Know that it's happening. The King of Swords, like, oh man, look, King of Swords and the Five of Wands, you can really, like, on this journey, it can get so frustrating. You can get so frustrated. I see depressed and frustrated here. Conflict, right? You are so conflicted about waiting this out. And you know, waiting is the really wrong term for this. You are so conflicted about staying on the path. You almost just want to cut it out and say screw it and go live my life. And let me tell you that you're half right there. And let me explain that. I'm not saying you're going to give up on your person. If you're seriously thinking, this person or a small group of people is seriously thinking like, I want it, it's not coming, it's taking forever, I'm disappointed, and I'm going to cut it out and go do something else. Here's what you need to do, okay? This is why this came out. This Nine of Pentacles energy is all about being abundant in your own life. Yes, yes. Get in your King of Swords energy. Cut out the disappointment. Cut out the conflict. Don't cut out your belief in the journey, your belief in spirit, or your belief in your counterpart. There is a lot of value in you walking away from what doesn't serve you, because that's what in the end brings you to union. It's so counterintuitive, right? It's like you think that if you hold on, push, things are going to come to you. Your counterpart's going to come to you. But really, when you get in your King of Swords energy and cut out all of this energy that doesn't serve you, the waiting energy, the disappointment energy, the conflict energy, and you just invest in your life, in yourself. Invest in yourself. Make yourself happy. Do what makes you happy. Like, pick up things that you loved as a kid. You know, do whatever. I mean, grab a board game with your family. I mean, or go somewhere beautiful with your friends. Do things that make you really happy and feel abundant. Work on your finances, work on your body, work on your diet, all of the things that make you feel this beautiful abundance. I'm not saying cut off your counterpart, because your counterpart is part of you. You can't do that. You can live your life without them. You can go have another relationship, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. If the universe brings you someone beautiful into your life that feels right for you, there's nothing wrong with having another relationship on the way to union. Sometimes there's a soulmate that comes along that teaches you something valuable. And, you know, maybe it's not a forever person. You know, not everyone is a forever person. Sometimes a karmic partner comes into your life and teaches you something very specific. Sometimes they're only there for a short time, sometimes longer, depending on how long it takes you to learn a lesson. But grow in your own abundance, grow in your own life, allow the lessons to come to you, okay? Allow the lessons in. Get in the King of Swords just toward the right things. Cut out the conflict, cut out the disappointment, cutting out the waiting energy, okay? That is for someone here. Let's get some channeled messages for group 2. This is for the overall collective of group, oh, excuse me, did I say 2? It's 3. Group 3 of the Witch's Tarot with the Amethyst. We're going to start with the shadow message. Shadow, if you haven't watched my videos before, is a really important part of the journey. Everybody has some kind of shadow that they bring with them into this world, something to work on. Shadow just means something that you need to learn, to expand, to grow in, to overcome. It just depends on the person and the circumstance. So The message from your person, the shadow message from the Watcher's person is thank you for leaving me. Let me really explain this. You know, the cards are written one way, right? There's only so many cards in the deck. And so you have to take it and you have to see what the energy is telling you to interpret the card. It's basically your counterpart is saying, you know, I would never have learned the things about myself if we hadn't split. Whether you left them or they left you, it actually doesn't matter. They're saying thank you for letting me learn my lessons. Thank you because you, Watcher, have triggered your person to become the best version of themselves. You have triggered them to heal past wounds. You have triggered them to raise their vibration, and they're really thankful to you for it. Okay. Let's get a Hidden Truth Oracle card. What do we got here? Is there a message from the Watcher's person? What do they wish they knew? What do they wish they knew? It's that one. They're so attracted to you. Whatever it looks like on the outside, this is what's boiling on the inside. They are so attracted to you. There's a lot of passion and there's a lot of love in this connection. Don't ever doubt that. And let's get a Messages of Love Oracle card. Is there a message from the Watcher's person? Something they wish they knew. Something they wish they knew. Okay, so they want to tell you, if you started out your relationship, if your relationship started out as strictly sexual, if it was like a friends with benefits, or if it was just like super passionate in the beginning and then it like cut off before you could get deeper, your partner wants to acknowledge that it may have felt strictly sexual in the beginning, but it's not how it ended up, and it's probably what made them run. Because if your counterpart had expected this, they expected a one-night stand, or they expected, you know, a fling or a short thing or friends with benefits, and then they felt this incredible magnetic attraction to you as a twin flame, they didn't know what to do with that. They absolutely didn't know what to do with that. So they're acknowledging that this is how it started. This is how it started. However, if this resonates with you, however, it's not how it's ending. They are so attracted to you. I'm feeling like I want one more of these. Let's get one more. Let's see what else. Is there another message for the Watcher from their person? Is there another? I think it's that one. Release. Okay, and this is a really important part of their journey. And it's kind of what I was saying before. So this just emphasizes what we were just saying. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. It's that cutting out all of the things that don't serve you in the connection, all of the worry, all of the waiting. It's releasing the need, the expectation of a timeline or an outcome, and getting into your Nine of Pentacles energy, into your self-love, into your self-abundance. That helps you accepting that surrender, like that you need to surrender all of those pieces that feel so like you need to hold on so tight. Helps you let go and helps you get into your self-love, and that moves your connection forward. This is what will move your connection forward. Okay. Group 3, this has been your reading. I really hope it helps you. If you would please do me the favor of hitting the thumbs up on the video. That really helps YouTube get it out there to other people that need the messages. It's a brand new channel that I'm just building up, and that's what I'm here to do. And just so you know, if you subscribe, there's no cost for subscribing. There's no credit card or anything like that. If you're new to YouTube, a lot of you guys know that already. But for the people that don't, it costs nothing to subscribe. And if you hit the little all button, you'll get all notifications on all my upcoming videos. You won't miss anything. I would love to hang in here with you and walk this path with you. And let's see if we can navigate it in a really positive way. Thank you so much for being with me here today. I love you all. Take care.